Welcome back to the show, everybody. Power Rangers Beast Morphers episode number 5. Get that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Power Rangers Beast Morphers episode number 5. Taking care of business in. Wow. I'm like, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that ending. Well, I wasn't even expecting for the show to even go that way ultimately. But given of what it is that we are trying to establish, because we are only in episode 5 of this series of trying to establish relationships. And at this juncture, that because we're talking about Devin and his daddy, to enhance the establishment of that relationship, because we got a lot of that out of this episode. There were a whole bunch of other things that the episode was on, but I really want to focus on this because it's important. Let's establish this. Power Rangers has dealt with this. The balance between your civilian life and your life as a Power Ranger, and how sometimes that can do this. And this was an instance of that, because we began this series with Devin being a goof off, for Devin being who he is, aka my boy Young Juice, putting in the work. Always, we love him around here because all he do is put in the work. The thing is that his father has a different look at it. And because you have somebody like Mary Daniel who's in that position of being responsible for a whole bunch of people, to look at your goof off son and sit up here and be like, yo, I wish my son would do something. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, when Devin first, got his head around, I'm going to watch some cars because this is what my dad wants me to do. And I don't know if it was because he considered how much this could impact his ranger duties, but he did it anyway to please his father. But it ultimately got to the point that, number one, that at the end of the day, is that whether the show actually got to that point or whether it's me, as you watching this review, to get this point out to you, is the following. The lives of the many will always outweigh the lives of the few. So, yeah, I can get because how Devin feels about this strained relationship with his father because of Devin's past actions, to understand that your daddy might not be feeling you, but you out here saving the city and the world from the threat of Evox, from that boy L Blaze, from Roxy Cakes, and Squallow, who's going to betray everybody because, that's what he's going to do, right? I expected, for at that point near the middle episode, when Devin say that girl, for Murder Daniels to have a realization that that was his son over there, that understanding that he wasn't at the car wash, but the Red Ranger's here, and it's an emergency to put that together, but keep that under your hat. But for the end of this episode to go completely like that, for him to be, dude, choose a disappointment, bruh. I know Uncle Triple the Squadron call you Young Juice, but yo, you ain't got nothing in the cup, partner. Cut him off. And Devin was really hurt by that. But in the midst of all of that, what's important still is that at least Devin is around people who understand. That you got Zoe and you got Ravi, and they understand what this is. Is that for Ravi, it's not an issue. Your mom's your boss. The thing is, I don't know if or when this is going to be something character important for Zoe, because what we've established about her mom running newscasts and stuff, how important it is for you to show up, because Zoe didn't always showed up. So it's not her mom to question what it is, because you wasn't a goof off before this point. Even given that, let's just so we can flow into this. Shout out to my girl Betty Cakes and little brother Betty Cakes. We found out daddy super boss. So you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of explanation why some comic relief like them, especially my Betty Cakes, you know what I'm saying, and little brother Betty Cakes, to be around and to have fun and things like that, for them to do that, because ain't really no repercussion. So I'm glad, because I didn't even think of that till right now, how that all flows into, you know what I'm saying, what it is you do and how your parents view you. You know what I'm saying? So in that, I definitely did not expect the episode to really go, and for your daddy to get on the phone and just say, man, you's a loser, click, and I'm just like, that's cold-blooded. But again, like I say though, when that reveal comes, when Devin gets to stand in front of his father, and I can already tell you how it's gonna play out. It's gonna be taking off the helmet. This is what I've been doing this whole time. And for him to hug his son, son, I'm so proud of you. Son, I'm so sorry that I misunderstood everything that was going on. The whole Nina. Because you know that's how I gotta go down. Because unless they really finna flip it on some dramatic stuff for Devin to really catch a massive L out there for his daddy to see, and then your face get busted all open on some Sentai stuff, and then just be, oh, that's my son over here taking this massive L. So you can take that however it is that you want to. But I really think that we really got something building here, because it's really going to be important for Devin to really drive this story arc of understanding that I cannot tell my dad that I'm not a goof off anymore. That, yeah, being a goof off got me into this situation where now I am responsible for the lives and the protection of the Morphin Grid itself. This very important thing. You secretly proud of me on the news, but you just told me 2 seconds ago you don't care that I exist. Well, Mayor Daniel didn't say that, but let's take it for dramatically for what it is, though. That's crazy to think about, but I'm glad that now that I think about it, that as we sit up here and have my hindsight 2020, for the drama, the character building, it's better this way. Way better this way. For that reveal to come, because I don't really think that, given what they gonna do, because I know there's gonna be a second season of Beast Morphers, why would there not be? For that reveal to come at the end, and then for that type of relationship to really go into the second season. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, again, parents and your kids being Rangers in the various degrees has been through all out Power Rangers history. Like, the biggest one I can think of is Scott and Colonel Truman from RPM. I really think that is really massive and important. Equally, if that is, you got Mac and Mr. Harford from that show that we don't mention here, but you know, having that parental link and things like that. I'm like, the big one. Well, actually, you know what? The show's old enough for me to say this. Is that, yeah, you got that dude, and you got Udon and Leobo who had a son no one cares about. Law, I'm just playing. But for real, Mystic Force was really big because that was big character driven because of Nick's plot line to get to that point to understand that, yo, you've been hanging around your mom the whole season. Oh, your dad just been sitting up here delivering you L's forever. But hey, it's all good. If we gonna really go get really deeper into that, you know what I'm saying? You got Ninja Storm in that for real, you know what I'm saying? You got Dino Thunder in that because of Trent. You know what I'm saying? Like, what else? Like, you have a lot of that really flowing through, because I'm trying to think of other seasons. It's like, yeah, you got West from Time Force, you know, you got the whole Lightspeed Rescue Squad, you know what I'm saying, with both Dana and what's that boy's name? We just gonna call him Titanium Power Man. That's what we'll call him, because you know that's just what we do here, because I cannot think of his name right this moment. But again, just saying that we have had varying degrees of the parental structure when it comes to parents and Power Rangers. So this is not anything new, but I really appreciate what turn this is taking and how we can do it. So, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Give me 1 second. Get any of that. Give me 1 second. I need to know something. I need to know something. Please let me find this real quick, because we have one more thing. Ryan and Dana Mitchell from Lightspeed Rescue. See, I ain't even have to look. I almost looked it up. Ryan Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? I got the snake going about my back because, yo, I'm rolling with evil. Man, you know what? When I sit up here and think about it, man, Lightspeed Rescue, when it came to that with that arc with Ron Dash was deep. For like a kid watching that, like, I had to be, like, what, 13, 14 years old? Like, I'm sitting up and like, yo, this is ignorance. Like, yo, you fell off a cliff. The bad guy then took you. And, like, yo, you put in work for us now. And then you find out, my daddy don't love me. But your daddy really does love you. And he been spending all his time trying to fight to get you back. Wonderful stuff. Did I mention I mentioned Ninja Storm because, you know what I'm saying, you got Kamen and Hamster, and you got the Thunder Boys. They lost their whole crew. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, all these different levels of parental nature and things like that. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Look, Given all of that stuff, that we did have some fun, let's get to the other side of this episode. Well, this is getting interesting. Let's sit up here and let's not destroy an evil robot, and let's do this while you got Scrozzle and the crew like, yo, we can see everything you do, fam. Like, yo, we know that you left your stuff over here in the cut. Like, while we sitting up here trying to help you watch these cars murdering. How long is this gonna last? How long is this going to last before the Rangers get wise? Is that it's good that the idea came up. Like, yo, we can spy on the Rangers. Like, we can sit up and make moves based off the moves that they making. That's noodle thought. I can't even be mad. I can't even mad at Roxy Cakes for noodle thought, bro. I cannot. I cannot be mad at noodle thought in any way. I can appreciate that. I can appreciate the following. And I thought that, I knew at some point I was going to have to admit this. So let's just get this out the way. For a change, for what it looked like for a minute, it seemed like, I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this. How do I do this? Blaze can deliver L's to anybody but the boy Young Juice. There you go. Blaze can deliver L's. It's like he was delivering L's to both Zoe Case and the boy Rafi. Then here come the boy Young Juice. Young Juice run through, sit up here, super speed everybody. L's, catch him. So we know that Blaze can deliver L's. He just can't deliver none to Devin. Devin is your kryptonite. You can't deliver L's to him. It's impossible. But I just can't wait. The tables have turned, darkness, and then L's get delivered in reverse. But I got to give Blaze his props for a change. He went into a fight and was actually putting in work. Like, he was even holding his own in that second fight later. But but to know that you real even with the boy Devin, aka the boy Young Juice, is what it is, man. But I think that's everything. Actually, no, it's not. And now our hashtag Betty Cakes moment. Betty Cakes, I will always be here to catch you when you get flung in the air. Right here. I'm always gonna catch you, baby. I got you. Always. You know what? I'm finna put some work in real quick. Shout out to my main man, Mr. W. I gotta put a new hashtag out there in the streets, man. All cakes matter. No matter your size, your shape, your color, the taste. All cakes matter. Your cake matters. You. Not you, but you, right? Just putting that out there, you know what I'm saying? Putting that positive energy back out into the streets. Did I miss anything? Nah, I think we got it covered. That, yeah, I really appreciate that we do have this family dynamic right here between Devin and his dad, and I really feel that that's really going to drive a lot of his character, because it's like, Devin was like over the moon, like, yo, my daddy finally proud of me. Like, all I've been doing is clowning this whole time. Now I'm sitting up here washing cars, and he washing cars with me. And it's like, yo, we having father bondy good times, but I gotta do what I gotta do. But like I said earlier, when that reveal comes, it's gonna matter. So given that I walked into this review being kind of like, this is something that we could have closed the book on. No, I'm glad this is a book that's still open. This is a book that needs to be open for the sake of the character. For the sake of the characters in question, so that we can sit up and continually drive this plot to a good place. Because when that reveal comes, the reveal is going to matter. And that's what's really important at the end of the day. That for someone who watches this the way that I do, and for people who don't catch my other stuff, just let me give you a thing. Because I know I get on the mic after something's over and do it. I watch episodes of TV from multiple angles, knowing that I want to understand it for myself personally. I need to digest it in a way so that I can give it to the streets. So then I can take those first two dimensions of me watching it for myself, but me watching and understand that I have to speak to people about it. And then in that, a lot of times when I get on the mic, it's, I can understand it from this new way, because I'm talking to you about how I feel about it from that first vector getting to the second one, and now you got a new vector to really think about, because when you sit up here and you talk it out, you discuss it, it gives you, it lets you see things in a way that you wouldn't have seen otherwise because of. So I appreciate y'all coming through because y'all give me a new way to look at a thing that I like. I appreciate that. But yo, regardless, another one in the books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is going down. Look, plenty of more show going down right here live on Team GRF TV today. So you want to tune into some other stuff? Stay right here, man. Subscribe, bells, Patreons, PayPal, drop money, do whatever, tell your people, whatever. As usual, shout out to the congregation in the building. Shout out to Bessie, she handling some work. Shout out to Janine. Shout out to all my whole the whole Team GRS squadron. Y'all know who y'all are, you know what I'm saying? Just shout out to all of y'all. Y'all gonna come through in the comments and hold it down for the fam. Y'all gonna take care of it. So it is what it is. Look, all I can politely ask is that sit back, relax, and stay tuned. Just in case you forgot, I'm of course the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D. You're live right here on Team GRF TV. Bang! And of course, we've got more show for you. You, them, and they. Right after these commercial messages. Again, real quickly before we get up out of here. Thank you, Internet, for giving me a way to really look at things from a different direction. I appreciate that. Know that I do, and know that I appreciate that I get this opportunity to see it from a different way. Using my own noodle. More show for all of you after these commercial messages.